Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Degenerate Disseminators podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Unfortunately, riding solo today. Funnily enough, me and Daniel recorded today's episode last night. Um, it was a mess though. We were at our friend's house. I just got off of work at 11 and went there, and then they were playing Fortnite super loud in the TV in the background, and I was so distracted. I actually made a pick for tomorrow, Thursday, or today on Wednesday. Um, yeah, so I try to salvage it what I could, editing wise, but I do work again today, and this was just a more time efficient thing, and like I said, I did mess up on one of the picks. So super quick episode today. Gonna get these picks out. We have 4 picks in play today, but really quick recap for Monday. Went 1-4. Melted all over the place. I was honestly like there was potential for that night being 5-0, but everything fizzled out on us. Caleb Williams could have probably hit his player prop, but they took him out at the end of the game. He could have made just like a BS pass. I feel like why are these pro sports teams so quick to throw in the towel these days? You know, you got to play to that final whistle. I feel like. Same thing with the over on that game. Super close. It was a final score is 30-12. It was so close. And then the Falcons saved us by, not shutting us out, but they were this close. They got a blocked field goal to keep the spread at or keep their lead at 6 instead of 5, which wouldn't have been covering. So shout out the Falcons. And then we have a bone to pick with Daniel. He's not here, so I'm gonna talk a little bit. He gave a pick. He said, "Yeah, the Oilers are gonna win, and if you want to take the -1.5, I think that's what we're gonna do." So we did it, and then me and Daniel went out for a couple of drinks, and we were watching the games. And this guy was cheering for the Panthers so hard. Like, don't get me wrong, love the Panthers. Great South Florida team, represent. But if you're making official picks on the podcast, you can't be rooting for the other team. That's all I gotta say. I wasn't getting excited when Edmonton scored. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, he was preying on his own podcast pick to fail. So I think we're gonna have to I think we're gonna have to move the Florida Panthers. I think they're gonna have to get moved to a list. Yeah, fading the Panthers is just gonna be a no. So yeah, 1-4 day. Kind of been a theme here. We either start the week super strong and then close out strong, or did I say that right? Sorry, a lot going on the past few days. We either start the week super slow and then close out strong, or vice versa. We'll bang Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then just fizzle out the rest of the week. I mean, it's not bad. We're still hanging around even. I'm not. I don't know if you guys are new here. We were out of town last weekend for UFC Tampa, so it was a little hard to keep track because I didn't have my main computer that I'm recording this on with me, obviously. So definitely before tomorrow's episode, I will rally together all these picks and see where we're sitting at for the month of December. But I don't care about that right now. I care about today because we're gonna turn this week around. We have 4 picks. Like I said, I did accidentally include a pick for tomorrow, so found a new pick in place of that, and you guys will be hearing about it for tomorrow's episode. But we're gonna jump right into it. College basketball. Don't get me wrong, guys. College basketball is very interesting. I primarily watch it because I work in the like early afternoon to the nights. So college basketball is usually like the first sport to come on. So I have something to watch, I guess. If that wasn't the case, I probably wouldn't watch it as much because I don't know. The pacing's very weird. I don't know. I mean, I get it. Obviously, it's not the NBA, but I just think the time slots that these games are in might have an effect on these picks that I'm making. I don't know, but we're looking at the Creighton Blue Jays taking on Georgetown on the road. Creighton's only catching 4 points as favorites here on the road. I don't think it's enough. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of Ken Palm, but you can run like basketball simulations. It has Creighton winning by 3. I'm pretty sure this line did open at 3, but it has jumped to 4. I think it's still pretty easy. Georgetown struggles offensively like real bad. outside of the top 100 in like every offensive stat you can think of. Meanwhile, Creighton is within the top 100 of every offensive stat you can think of, and Creighton is also very successful on the defensive end. So a struggling offense going against good defense, never really a good recipe. I think the -4 is a good number, especially for a team that is as good as the Creighton Blue Jays. So sitting at -110, I think the -4 is a good bet. So first pick for Wednesday, Creighton taking on Georgetown at 6:30 Eastern time. Give me Creighton -4 for 1.1 units. And then let me see here. Let me go in order of time. So we'll switch it up for today. Next game we have is at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We have the Flyers at the Red Wings road game. But we did see this matchup not too long ago where the Flyers won, I believe, 4-1. So we know what they're capable of. Could the Red Wings get their get back? Sure. Yeah. Like I said, I'm more of a trend better. We slammed the Flyers money line this last matchup and it hit. It's sitting at even money too, so it's not expensive whatsoever. I think the Flyers get it done again, hopefully. Maybe not as big as a margin, so that's why we're kind of sticking away from the spread here, or like an alternate spread, because since they are slightly underdogged in this matchup, I think the money line at +100 is not a bad bet at all. So we will be taking the Flyers on the road to take down the Red Wings. It's sitting at +100, so 1 unit on that. Next game we have here, we have a bowl game. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the bowl. There's too many of them. But we have California at UNLV. I think it's a neutral site, though, since it is a bowl game. I don't have that note written down. I'm sorry. Let me see if it says it on here. Let me check ESPN really quick. My apologies. Give me 1 second. Okay. ESPN has not been too kind to me lately. Okay, so it's going to be at SoFi Stadium. If you're unaware, is in California. So maybe a slight home field advantage for California. However, California 6-6. UNLV ended the season 10-3 with 2 of those losses coming to Boise State. Very successful team. So if they didn't have a schedule, if they didn't have a schedule where they played Boise State twice, they could have possibly been looking at a much better, even better record. But 10-3 is definitely nothing to sleep on here. While Cal is 6-6, and UNLV is ranked. So why UNLV is only catching 3 points here? Couldn't tell you. Just look on paper that this is a much more successful team. I have taken Cal. I don't know if I made a California pick on the podcast at all, but I know my personal bets. I did take them kind of near like the midway part of the season, and they did not hit. Not a big fan of this California team. Like I said, I don't know how UNLV is catching only 3 points. Maybe because it is in SoFi, kind of a semi-home field advantage. But yeah, we've seen how good UNLV is throughout this whole season. I think they get it done. UNLV -3 for 1.05 units. And then we're going to kick it into the last game of the evening. We're looking back in the NHL at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, start time, or puck drop. We have the Jets at the Anaheim Ducks. Like I said, lately I've been trying to stick with like what's been working, because like I said, our weeks have kind of been a little wishy-washy. We have taken the Jets -1.5 twice, I believe, since we started this podcast, and I might have taken it a third or fourth time in my personal bets on days we don't record. And they haven't really been letting me down. We know the Jets can beat up on these, not so good teams. We saw it happen against the Blackhawks, and they went down early in that game, and they still covered. And then we saw it again against the Blue Jackets as well. And then yeah, I think they do it again here against the Ducks. It's sitting at plus money too, +125, probably because they're on the road. But yeah, that's definitely a price tag I don't mind paying. Yeah, so give me the Jets -1.5 on the road for 0.8 units. And then a quick little recap here. Let's get into it. Creighton -4, sitting at 1.1 units. UNLV -3 for 1.05 units. The Flyers money line sitting at even money, so throw 1 unit on that. And then the Winnipeg Jets to win sitting at -1.5 for zero point 0.8 units, 3.95 units total in play for today. A little less crazy than this Monday. That was a rough day. I know I said I don't try to like chase losses. Obviously, it was my style of gambling, but a winning night here would be huge. Because Monday was not cool whatsoever. Yeah. So please feel free to fade or follow. Like I said, Monday was rough, but this is how it's been going. If we can get some money back, that'd be cool. If not, we'll try again Thursday. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you guys can follow us on Instagram at DD Sports Podcast. On days we don't record, I do give out picks on there. I gave out 3 picks yesterday. We were looking like we were gonna go 2-1, but then Memphis decided to stop playing defense and let this ragtag team of West Virginia come back on them and almost lose the game. But they missed the spread by 1 point there. But like I said, we're looking to turn this week around. Hopefully you guys ride along. If not, I understand because we've been looking rough. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Later.